Squad fam, it's your girl Cherish, and today, as you can see by the beautiful title, we are spilling the tea. Round 2. You already know what it is. Get your tea ready. Speaking of tea, let's get it poppin'. So today's spilling the tea story is a story that I have not even told my parents, because at the time, if I would have told them, it would have been a bad situation. So let's just get into it. So when I was in middle school, this is already bad. You already know we're in middle school right now. Anyway, the middle school I went to was a charter school, and anyone who lives in the valley knows what this charter school is. I'm not gonna say the name. It doesn't matter, it's not relevant. When I started 6th grade, that was the first year the school was open. I was the pioneer 6th grader. I was one of the first ones who was ever in that school. I know, thank you. Thank you. Also, an important detail that you should know is that I live in a low-income area. The Rio Grande Valley in South Texas is one of the poorest areas in the entire nation. So, fun fact! Since we're in a low-income area, a lot of teachers from around everywhere will come and do this program where they can work for 2 years and then they get part of their student loans paid off. They're like first-year teachers and all that stuff and whatever. A lot of my teachers at my middle school were very young. I don't know if you know where this is going, but we're about to get there. There were a lot of non-ethnic people, and so I don't know if you guys know me, but the non-ethnic type is my type. In 6th grade, there was all these young people. 7th grade, all these young people. 8th grade, all these young people were my teachers, and they're like 22 or whatever. Anyway, so in 8th grade, my parents both worked at my middle school. My dad was an assistant principal and my mom was the choir teacher. So when your parents work at school, you have to get there really early, especially because my dad was an assistant principal, so we had to get there like at 7:30. Well, I don't even know. What time does middle school start anyway? I go to college. We don't do this kind of early stuff. So we get to school early every day, and you know, I'm a little teacher's pet, and there was this man teacher. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to like expose him, and like I don't even talk to him ever. Why would I talk to him? He was my teacher. Anyway, one of my teachers, he was kind of cute. I mean, I was 13. It is irrelevant. Anyway, oh my gosh, this is stressful. I would get to school every day super early, and he was always like the first teacher there. He was kind of cute. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm focused. Everyone was cute at the school, okay? So we would get to school really early, and he would get to school early, and so I would help him in his classroom, and I would write... I don't know why I can't stop smiling. I would go into his classroom in the morning and he would have me like write the objectives and all these things on the board for the day, like the date and blah, blah, blah. And so, eventually, I mean, everyone knew that I would get there early and whatever. And then a rumor started going around. That me, and I need to give him a name. Let's call my teacher Mr. Molina, because Mr. Molina is a teacher in Twilight, and Mr. Molina and this teacher teach the same subject, and I'm not gonna tell you because you can figure it out on your own. So, Mr. Molina and I spent a lot of time in the mornings together. In silence, me writing on the board and him doing something else. Like, it was never anything happening. But a rumor started going around that me and Mr. Molina were dating. Wow! It's ice cold. Someone said, somebody literally asked me, his name was Jose. Yeah, his name was Jose. It doesn't matter, you won't find him. There's a million Joses here in the valley. Anyway, he was like, Cherish, is it true you and Mr. Molina are dating? And I was like, what? In my mind and my heart, I was like, if only. But on the outside, I was like, absolutely not. He is an adult and I'm a child, and that is not appropriate. There. No. why would you even say that? He was like, I don't know, just whatever. And I was like, but I just let it go. I was just like, you know what? It's nothing. He was probably the only one who was wondering. Anyway, I think my hair is falling down. It is literally being held by one measly bobby pin, but anyway, it's the look. So me being a girl and having friends who are also girls, I had to share with them what Jose said, and I was like, oh my gosh, Jose just asked me if I was dating Mr. Molina, and they were like, oh my gosh, that is so crazy. One of my friends, let's call her Brittany. Brittany was, I mean, I didn't know at the time, but Brittany liked to, you know, speak a lot, so. It's also an important thing to know that in my middle school, we traveled by homeroom instead of like mixing up and whatever. So like, Brittany was in my homeroom, and my other best friend, let's call her Rebecca. Brittany and Rebecca are both in my homeroom. They're the only ones I told whatever. And so we started English, that was our homeroom, and then we moved to this class with Mr. Molina. And we're just having class. We're just normal class things, you know, talking about whatever. He's doing something. And you know what? Brittany just, you know, does something so unexpected. And she raises her hand. And she says, oh my God. Let me prepare for this, hold on. Brittany says,
sir, is it true you and Cherish are dating?
She just says that. Ow! Oh gosh, I'm cringing so hard just thinking about it. I know someone out there is just like dying from the awkward situation. She just straight up asked him, I have chills. I'm so, oh my gosh, my hair is literally falling apart. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. She literally just asked. I can't deal with it. I'm stressed, and that was, how many years ago was that? Wait, what? Senior, junior, sophomore, freshman, senior, junior, sophomore, freshman. That was 8 years ago, and I'm stressed. It's been almost 10 years since I was in 8th grade. Mr. Molina just goes, no. That's not true. And the whole class is just like, and I was just like,
Brittany, what is wrong with you?
So class goes on. No one says anything about it after that. I was like, Brittany, what is wrong with you? And she was just like, yeah. And I was like, and you know what? That didn't end the friendship. I don't know how, but it didn't. So anyway, lunchtime comes around. I'm just sitting, eating some lunch, and here comes, guess who? Mr. Molina. He comes over and he's like, Cherish, can I talk to you for a second? And I was like, yeah. Yes. I don't want to have this conversation right now, but we're gonna have it. Well, first of all, we have lunch outside, so everyone is outside eating lunch, and then I have to walk with Mr. Molina inside the building. Anyway, we walk inside, and we're in the hallway, and he's like, so why are people asking if we're dating? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I guess just, I have no idea. Like, I didn't tell anybody that we were dating. Like, I don't think that, like, I don't know. I was so nervous. I was like, literally, this is the end of my life. Like, it is over for me. My parents are gonna find out. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. They're gonna think that I, like, literally am such a, what was I saying? There's an important detail to the story that I don't want to tell you. Because it's kind of embarrassing, and I bet I could find this important evidence, but I'm not going to look for it because that is literally so embarrassing. At the time, I was writing a Twilight parody. Like a movie, like full script, everything. I had all the characters, like all the characters were students from middle school, and Mr. Molina just so happened to be playing Mr. Molina in my parody. Like I hadn't told him yet, but I was like, this is the plan because you like are the same, like anything. Anyway, I don't even know if I mentioned that or something. I don't even know. But he was like, does it have something to do with your story that you're writing? And I was like, no, literally, you're just playing a teacher. Like it's nothing. I don't know what's happening. I was dying. He was like, okay, well, this rumor, you need to squash it. Those are his exact words, and I'll never forget them because I was so in my soul, just like crushed. Not because we weren't dating, but because just like all the most embarrassing things that could happen in one moment just happened. So, I mean, you can probably guess that every morning after that was the most awkward morning ever. He would not be in the classroom at all. I would go in there and be like, morning, and he would just give me the things to write on the board, and then he would just sit at his desk or go away. And yeah, at least it was 8th grade and I was moving on to high school. Oh wait, high school was the same. It was at the same place. Anyway, just kidding. I didn't go to high school there. But yeah, that happened. Yeah, middle school was just a wild ride. I don't remember a lot from middle school because I don't remember a lot from any of my childhood. I promise I was not doing any sort of drugs or under the influence of anything. I just, you know, have a bad memory and I just don't like to remember those things. And that was a little dramatic. Anyway, there's a little bonus moment in this video because I'm going to actually be doing a cover. So, without further ado, here it is. Be fooled not. This microphone is not attached to anything and it's purely for looks. Hello everyone, it's me at a different angle and in a different area. Oh, not a different area, it's just me at a different angle, but I'm about to sing you a little songy poo. So, without further ado, let's get it poppin'. I love you, but I gotta stay true. My love's got me on my knees. I'm begging, please stop playing games. I don't know what this is, but you got me good, just like you knew you would. I don't know what you do, but you do it well. I'm under your spell. You got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? You got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? I said release me. And you say that I don't know the words of my heart. That I need a man who can take my hand. Yes, I do. I don't know what that was, but you got me good, just like I knew you would. I don't know what you do, but you do it well. I'm under your spell. You got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? You got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? I said you better release me. I'm begging you for mercy. Put your hands together. I'm begging you for mercy. I'm begging you for mercy. You got me begging. You got me begging. snap. Oops. Why won't you release me? You got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? I said you better release me, yeah. Mercy. Why won't you release me? Begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? Said you better release me. Yeah. It's warm in here. Okay, now you're about to see me back at the other angle. That was a lot of work. Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to Cherish. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the story and I hope you enjoyed the cover too. Let me know if you want me to do more. Leave a comment down below what songs you would want to hear, what things you want me to talk about. Say, I don't know, leave me a suggestion down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you subscribe, hit the little bell down there so you can get notifications whenever I post a video. Because I'm a YouTuber now. Oh my gosh, we're on video, what, 6? I'm shook. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.